Next, we will hear from the JD student speaker, Erin Woodell. Erin is from Santa Clara, California, and graduated from the University of British Columbia, Vancouver, with a degree in economics. While at Berkeley Law, Erin co-led the 2025 blast trip to Anchorage, Alaska, working with First Alaskan Institute's Policy Center. After graduation, Erin will be returning to work in Vancouver, British Columbia. Please join me in welcoming Erin.
Thank you, Dean Chemerinsky, for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day to gather on Huchun, this land, the territory of the Chochenyo-speaking Ohlone people, ancestors of the Sovereign Verona Band of Alameda County. A warm welcome to our distinguished guests, our family and friends, including those joining virtually on the live stream. Thank you for traveling out and being here virtually to celebrate us. Shout out to the technical and facility staff who make this and every event on campus possible. Especially the Ask Me Union. Congrats on your deal. To the Berkeley Law faculty, thank you for educating us like democracy depends on it. Now, to the JD graduates of 2026, as Elle Wood said, we did it! We made it through a long and difficult 3 years. Besides the challenges and stress that every law student goes through, we were learning the law at a time when its meaning was murkier than ever. The Constitution is in crisis, and we were bombarded with new wars and humanitarian crises so often we lost track. One could easily expect we'd all be burnt out by now. At one point or another, we've been disillusioned with the law, probably contemplated dropping out, or at least I did. Okay, good. I wasn't just projecting. So during that pessimistic phase of mine, luckily I was given many chances to ask older and wiser legal professionals for advice. So whenever they opened the floor to questions, I had the same one locked and loaded. What gives you hope? I would ask this of any professor, lawyer, activist, or judge that the school put in front of me. And over again, I heard, you do. Apparently, we, young, soon-to-be lawyers, hold the secret to believing in a better future. But having been here to learn to challenge rhetoric and think critically, I didn't find that answer convincing. Here's my dissent. For one thing, if I could give myself hope, surely I'd have it already. But I'm also just so tired of hearing that my generation holds all the solutions. It's what I've been told since I first learned what climate change was. And it's a lot of pressure. We face so many existential threats. It seems irrational to believe that we can ultimately do anything about it. Nearing the end of my 1L summer internship and feeling as lost as ever, my cohort of interns was introduced to former California Supreme Court Justice Martin Jenkins via an internet meeting. Justice Jenkins was the first gay person and only the third ever Black man appointed to the California Supreme Court. He spoke with a tone of joyful wisdom that made me think my question would be well received. So when the time came, I raised my little hand icon in the Teams meeting and asked, "What gives you hope?" And I was surprised. He said, "How could I not hope?" Well, he explained, "You're young, so you've never experienced a country as divided as this, but I have." Growing up in San Francisco in the mid-century, Jenkins was surrounded by Vietnam War demonstrations and civil rights marches. He saw that the way past injustice was to push through it and demand better. As a young man during the AIDS epidemic, he again saw the masses mobilize, seeking justice. These were dark times. Lives were lost needlessly in the face of political indifference. Sound familiar? Young people felt like we do now, confused, angry, scared, but the brave ones demanded change. Justice Jenkins told us, "I think of all the people whose hard work and hope got us here. They were ignored, but they kept marching. They were dying, and they kept fighting. And I can't give up their dream now." So if you all find yourself looking toward the future and struggling to see hope there, try looking back and starting with gratitude for all that has come before us. Historically, Berkeley Law alum have had a penchant for taking charge and making change for the better. They are lawmakers, academics, best-selling authors, politicians, athletes, and more. And they don't take "no one has ever done that before" for an answer. But look at you. You don't need me to tell you what trendsetters Berkeley Law students can be. You've all witnessed it firsthand. I want to look at you. The class of 2026 founded new traditions like Order on the Court, raising tens of thousands of dollars for public interest work. We drafted an open letter to Congress that dozens more law students asked to sign on to. And we worked on so many pro bono projects, they had to put up a whole new photo series on the walls about it. When things needed changing, we changed them. When people asked for help, we helped them. We already have a ton to be proud of, academically and in our legal work, but there's one more thing in particular I ask that you give yourself credit for. Please be most proud of showing up and learning from each other. This, for all our passion we have in common, is a varied group of students in our professional and personal interests alike. Sometimes our perspectives were worlds apart, but I loved when we shared a willingness to explore the distance between us. When we asked, "Why do you believe that?" out of curiosity, not animosity. It's a rare skill to disagree with one another so boldly yet so kindly, and if we hold on to that, it'll get us far. After all we've done to get here, I have no doubt we can handle whatever challenges life throws at us next. And if you don't believe me, look at the brilliant classmates you have around you. I guess if my 1L self asked me today what gives me hope, I'd say we do, you all do. When I look at you, I know that anything I can't face on my own, we can face together. That's what we've always done, and that is what gives me hope. Congratulations.